Good morning, my students. Today I will discuss some important problems from that organic chemistry part. Okay. So first we discuss the MCQ type of question. MCQ type. First question is given that IUPAC names of CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH, CN, CH3 is dash. Options are given 2-cyano 3-methyl hexane, 3-methyl 5-cyanohexane, 2,4,4 trimethyl pentane nitride, and 2-cyano 2-methyl hexane. So definitely here the principal function group, only one function group is this one is nitride. So here we have to give 1, this one is 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So in this case at 2 position, 4 position, 2 position 1 methyl and 4 position 2 methyl substitution is there. So we have to write here the option 3 C is the correct answer, that 2, 4, 4 trimethyl alkane nitride. Here root chain is in root chain 5 carbon atom is present, so it will be pentane nitride. Okay, pentane nitride. So this will be the correct answer. Next question given another IUPAC name. The IUPAC name HC triple bond C CH2 CH2 CH double bond CH2. Okay, options are given 1,5-hexene, 1,5-hexyne, 1-hexene, option C is 1-hexene 5-ine, and option D is 1-hexene 5-ine. Okay, so in this case both at one position double bond and triple bond is there, but here we have to give preference to double bond alphabetically as it is in and this one is ine. So we will start the naming from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. Okay. So in this case the name will be hex. Here option is given that you have to write that 1-hexene and 5-ine. That you have to write. Okay. Next one, another IUPAC nomenclature. C is given. The IUPAC name of this compound. Okay, is options are given 3-methyl cyclohexene. Option B is given 1-methyl cyclohex-2-ene. Option C is given 6-methyl cyclohexene, and option D is 1-methyl cyclohex 5-ene. So in this case Here you have to give the minimum number to double bond 1, 2, 3. So you have to write 3 methyl cyclo cyclohexene. Next 4. Option 4 is given that the IUPAC name of CH3 CH2 CO whole twice O is, option are given propanoic anhydride, dipropanoic anhydride, ethoxypropanoic anhydride, propanoic anhydride. So if we write the structure, you can understand that this is anhydride. So in this case 3 carbon atom is there. So definitely it will be propanoic anhydride. Propanoic anhydride. Okay. So in this case, that option D is the correct answer. First option was given that propionic anhydride. Okay. And last option is given that propanoic anhydride. So propanoic anhydride is the correct answer. Okay. Next, problem number 5. The IUPAC name of this compound. One, two, three. Okay. Options are given: 3,3-dimethyl 1-hydroxy cyclohexane, 1,1-dimethyl 3-hydroxy cyclohexane, and then 3,3-dimethyl 1-cyclohexanol, 1,1-dimethyl 3-cyclohexanol. Okay. So definitely here this one will be the 3,3-dimethyl 1-cyclohexanol, 1-cyclohexanol, not L. Okay. Next one is given that IUPAC name of gamaxine. IUPAC name of GAMM gamaxine. Okay, its formula is this one. Okay, so what will be the name? Options are given: hexachlorobenzene, benzene hexachloride, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexachlorocyclohexane, 1, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5 hexachlorobenzene. Option C is the correct answer. It will be 1, 2, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexachlorocyclohexane. Next 7. The IUPAC name of the following compound. The IUPAC name of the compound, that is COOH CH2, CH, CHH, CH2, CH2, CHH. Okay. Here options are given that 3-carboxy hexane 1,6-dioic acid, butane 1,2,4 tricarboxylic acid, 1,2-dicarboxy pentanoic acid, 3-carboxy hexane 1,6-dioic acid. So in this case, actually all carboxylic acid you cannot take in the chain. So here you have to write here 1, 2, here you have to minimum number 3, 4. So this is butane 1,2,4 tricarboxylic acid. This is the correct answer. Option A is the correct. Option B is the correct answer. That is the butane 1,2,4 tricarboxylic acid. That is the correct answer. Next one is given name of the compound. Is dash double bond, this one. So in this case that Z and E nomenclature is there. Okay. If there is cis isomer, cis, then we will write Z. If there is trans isomer, then we will write E. Okay. So first you have to give the minimum number to this double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this case, that whatever is there at 2 position, this is trans. That means 2E. Okay. And at 4 position, again it is trans. So these two groups are in the opposite direction. The big groups, okay, here is hydrogen, and these two alkyl groups are in the opposite direction, okay. That means they are in trans position, so definitely this at 4 position this is also trans, so that will be 4E, okay. So that is in the bracket. Then you have to write 2,4-hexadiene, okay. So options are given 2Z, 4Z, 2,4-hexadiene, 2Z, 4E, 2,4-hexadiene, 2E, 4E, 2,4-hexadiene, 4E, 4Z, 2,4-hexadiene. Okay. So that this answer, option C is the correct answer. Next question. That IUPAC name of CHO Br 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it will be 3 bromo, 2 methyl. 1 methyl group is there. 2 methyl pentanal. Okay. So your options are given that 2-methyl 3-bromohexanal, 3-bromo 2-methyl-hexanal, and 2-methyl 3-bromobutanal, and 3-bromo 2-methyl-pentanal. Definitely the option 4 is the correct answer. Next one aromatic system is given, that the IUPAC name of the following compound is OH, CN and Br. So in this case CN is the principal functional group. Okay. So here you have to take this one is 1, and then this one will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here the IPAC name will be 2-bromo 5-hydroxy. Two bromo 5-hydroxy benzonitride. Okay, this will be the correct answer. Options are given that 4-bromo 3-cyanophenol, 2-bromo 5-hydroxy benzonitride, 2-cyano 4-hydroxy bromobenzene, 6-bromo 3-hydroxy benzonitride. So answer B is the correct option, that is 2-bromo 5-hydroxy benzonitride. Okay. So in this way you have to practice the IPAC nomenclature. Okay. The next is from problems from isomers. Okay. Question is given that classify the following compounds as structural, geometrical, optical, conformational or same compounds. Now first option is given, this one. So in this case, okay, here options are given that optical isomer. So these are the lactic acid, DL pair of lactic acid. Okay, so definitely they are optical isomers. These isomers can rotate the plane of a pen peroxide either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, dextrorotary will rotate the plane of a pen peroxide clockwise direction, in the clockwise direction, and levorotary, that means levo isomer, will rotate the plane of a pen peroxide into the anti-clockwise direction. Hope you can understand. So here your answer will be optical isomers. Optical isomers. And these also specifically you can tell these are the enantiomers. Okay. These are the also enantiomers. Okay. But here options are given only the optical. Okay. So you have to write only optical isomer. Next example is given. So in this case, these are the cis-trans isomerism. This one is trans, 2 chlorine on the opposite side, and here 2 chlorine in the same side. Okay. So here option cis-trans is not there, geometrical is there. So you have to write geometrical isomers. Next, see. Okay, so in this case, molecular formula is same in both cases, but one is ether functional group, another is alcohol functional group. So the type of isomerism will be functional group isomerism or functional isomerism. Functional is there? No, functional is not there. So you have to write the structural isomers. These are the classification of structural isomers. So you have to write structural isomers. Next one is given here one hydrogen is there. Okay, here this dotted line is below the plane and this solid line, okay, let's say that is the above the plane, okay. So in this case there is no chiral center, okay. If you look at this compound properly, they are practically the same, okay. So here you have to write they are same compound, same compounds, okay. This one is particularly the name here is methyl 1, 2, 3. There is 2-methyl propane, 2-methyl propane. So both the compound is 2-methyl propane. Next 4, 5. Now in this case, okay, so these are the above the plane, this H and NH2, and these are below the plane. We can draw it into the Fischer projection formula, that we can write here H, here NH2, here CHO, here CH2H, and here also this one is CHO, H, NH2, CH2H. So these are the chiral centers, okay, and these two compounds, okay, will show optical activity, will show that can rotate the plane of polarized light, and these are actually the mirror image, okay, and non-superimposed mirror image essentially. They are enantiomers, so their options whatever is there you have to write. These are optical isomers, optical isomers. Hope you can understand. The next one important formula and isomers I will discuss, that some compound will be given. You have to find out how many optical active isomer is there and how many meso isomer is there. Okay. So one formula is there. Again I am discussing. These are very important also. Okay. First point is, when a molecule cannot be divided, into two equal halves, okay, then optically active isomer will be 2 to the power n and meso will be 0. Okay, Suppose if I take one example, then you can easily understand. That is, we are taking that CH3, CHOH, CHOH, and here it is CHO. So in this case, the molecule cannot be divided into two equal halves. Okay. So definitely here two chiral center is present. These are the two chiral centers. So here optically active isomers will be optically active isomers is, that is 2 to the power 2, that will be the what? 4, and meso isomer will be 0. Meso means that is optically inactive, containing some sigma pen. Now here if we draw the structure, we can easily understand. So I am drawing Fischer projection formula. So first one, this will be one isomer, CH3, CHO, HOH, HOH. Then you have to take its mirror image, OH, OH, HH, CH3, CHO. Okay. Next, this one, CH3, HOH, HOH, CHO, and this one, that mirror image, OHH, HOH, CHO, CH3. Okay. So these four isomers, okay, they will show optical activity, and there will be no meso isomers. Hope you can understand. Next we will discuss another type. Type 2, that when a molecule is divided into two equal halves and there is even number of chiral centers. Here you can take, first we have to tell the number of isomers. So optically active isomers, optically active isomers, that will be 2 to the power n minus 1, and meso will be 2 to the power n by 2 minus 1. Okay. Now here if we take the example of tartaric acid, we are taking this molecule, that COOH, CHOH, CHOH, COOH. So in this case, the molecule is may be divided into two equal halves. Okay, and there is two chiral center. Hope you can understand. So that means even number of chiral center is present. So definitely optically active isomer will be optically active isomers will be 2 to the power 2 minus 1, that will be the 2, and meso will be 2 to the power 2 by 2 minus 1, that will be 2 to the power 1 minus 1, that means 2 to the power 0, that will be 1. So meso will be 1. So if I draw the structure, then you can easily understand. So in this case, for this compound, the optically active isomers will be the 2 and meso will be 1. So I am drawing the optically active structures. These are projection formula. HOH. This will be the one structure, and another you have to take its mirror image. Okay, so these two are same compound. Okay, they have mirror image relationship, but they are not superposable. They are also called enantiomers. Okay, so these two are optical active form, and another will be the mesoform. So in this case, one sigma plane is present. Okay, in this compound, this meso. Only one meso compound will be there. So this plane is dividing the molecule into two equal half. Okay, and it will show zero optical activity because this half is cancelling the rotation of the other half. Okay, the optical rotation will be cancelled. Okay, and also we know that if a compound containing that symmetry like sigma I, okay, definitely it will be optical active, optically inactive. Okay, although this molecule containing chiral center. Okay, so this is a meso compound. Next, another example, another type of isomer, when a compound or when a molecule can be divided into two equal halves and contain odd number of chiral centers. Okay, so in this case the optically active isomer will be optically active isomers will be 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 2 to the power n by 2 minus 0.5. Okay, and number of meso isomer will be this one, 2 to the power n by 2 minus 0.5. Okay, now if we take one example, we can easily understand. We are taking this example. That COOH, CHOH, 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 COOH. So in this case, the number of chiral center, that is 3. It is odd number. So optically active isomer will be 2 to the power 3 minus 1 minus 2 to the power 3 by 2 minus half. 0.5 means half. So it is coming 2 square 2 to the power 1. That means 2. 4 minus 2, that will be 2. Okay. And meso isomers or meso compound, that will be also 2 to the power 3 by 2 minus half, coming 2 to the power 1. That is 2. Now we will draw the structure, then you can understand. First one will be COOH, HOH, another you have to take its mirror image. Okay, so definitely in this case you will get the two optical active isomer and you will get also two meso isomer also. Okay, so what will be the two meso isomers? These are optically active isomer. Optically active. And what will be the two meso isomer? This will be the one meso isomer because one sigma plane is present. Okay, that will divide the molecule into two equal half. Another isomer will be this one. This one is also one sigma plane. Okay, so these are two meso isomers. Hope you can understand. So this type of problem also you have to practice. Okay, these are also very much important for your exam purpose. Achha, next one is given, identify the center of chirality in the following compounds if any and predict the possible number of stereoisomers in case of chiral molecules. Okay, so your first example is given. You have to find out the number of chiral centers. So here one chiral center is present and here one chiral center is present. So these are the two chiral centers. Okay. So question was identify the chiral centers in the following compounds. So two chiral centers is present and predict the possible number of isomers. So this molecule total number of isomers will be here 4 stereoisomers, 4 isomers. Okay. Next one is given this one. Okay. So in this case only one chiral center is present. Okay. Total number of isomer will be here 2. One will be dextrorotated and another will be levorotated. Okay. Next one is given this one. Here H. But the two groups are same here. This one is ethyl, this one is ethyl. These two are different but two ethyl group is same. Okay. So definitely it has no chiral center. No chiral centers. Okay, in the previous case the 4 groups are different attached with carbon. Okay, but here 2 groups are same, 2 ethyl group is there, so no chiral centers and that means no stereoisomerism. Another I am showing that CH3, CHCl, CHOH, CH3. Okay. So in this case the number of chiral center will be 2. So 2 chiral center is present and 2 chiral center and there will be 4 stereoisomers. Okay, and these molecules, okay, cannot be divided into 2 equal half. So number of isomers will be 2 by n, that will be 4. Hope you can understand. Next question is given, what is a racemic mixture? Okay, racemic mixture is an optical inactive mixture where both the dextro and levo rotatory isomer are in 50-50%. Okay, that means one half is cancelling the rotation of the another half. Okay, that is why it is called racemic mixture. Next question is given that what is meant by resolution? Resolution is a process by which we can separate the racemic mixture. Okay, in different types of methods are there. Okay, and actually for separation of two isomers, different types of techniques are there. Okay, like crystallization, chromatography. But when there is DL pair, that means enantiomers, that means mixture of two isomers. Okay, one is the mirror image of the other, like this. Then a particular method you have to use. That may be chemical method, that may be different types of method. Okay, by which you can separate this isomer. So the separation of the racemic mixture, okay, by a particular process, that means into dextrorotatory isomer and another into levorotatory isomers, then this process is called resolution. Now in your level, if you know up to this, that will be okay. Next one is given question that why a meso compound is optically inactive. So already I have informed you that when a sigma plane is present inside the molecule, in case of meso compounds there will be sigma plane. Okay, definitely the molecule will be optically inactive. Okay, and here the rotation caused by one half portion is just cancelled by the another half portion. Okay, that is why overall or net rotation will be 0. Next one numerical we will discuss today. That is based on specific rotation. Question is given, calculate the specific rotation of an organic compound if its solution containing 0.75 gram per 10 ml and placed in one decimeter tube gives a rotation of 1.2 degree at 25 degree centigrade D line. Okay, so here the specific rotation alpha D will be the observed rotation divided by length of the tube in decimeter into the concentration, that is gram per ml. So here it will come as 1.2 divided by length of the tube will be 1 and concentration is given, that is 0.75 gram per 10 ml. So it will be 0.075 gram per 1 ml. That will be the concentration. And if you calculate it, you will get plus 16 degree. So this will be your answer. So this type of problem you have to practice and hope you can understand. Till if you have any confusion, you can clear your doubts in live classes. Okay. So today up to this, thank you very much.